Hi, I'm Yazid Sandarwan. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to number a detailed BOQ, how to number a detailed BOQ. So let's see what is this BOQ. Here we have numbers for the notes. It can be pricing preamble, it can be another preamble notes, whatever the notes, we have numbers for that. And also we have sections. For the first section, we have the letter A. So the items are numbered under that letter A.1, A.2, like that. When there's a section change, the letter is also changing, that is B. So when there's a section change, the notes will be numbered from the beginning. That means 1, 2, like that. And also the item numbers will be numbered accordingly, that is B.1, B.2, like that. So when there is a section change, the number will be also, the letter will be also changed, and also the nodes and the items number will be start from the beginning. That means C.1, like that. When there's a section change, it becomes C.1 and C.2, like that. Okay, so this is the BOQ we are going to number automatically with the use of several formulas. So let's see. Okay, so in order to do that, first I need few columns. Now, first thing is I want to develop. Okay, I want to insert these letters first. So in front of this section, the letter A should be displayed. In front of this section, letter B should be displayed. Let's see how we can insert the letters. So let's see how to develop this letter. In order to do that, I will insert another sheet. Okay, in this sheet, I will enter 1 to 26. 1 to 26. Then I will enter the alphabet likewise. Okay, so then I will come to the original sheet. Here in front of the first section, I'm going to develop a formula. In this formula, I want to recognize if there is an change of section. How to do that? If I go down this BOQ, I can clearly see when there is a section change, the text of the section name will be converted into uppercase. Let's see, this is some kind of a this is not uppercase text, this is not uppercase text, this is not uppercase, this is not uppercase. Only in the section names you can find the uppercase text, except for this totaling text. Okay, this text, all the other texts are not uppercase. Only the section names are in uppercase, except for this one. We will handle this part later. For the time being, let's see, this is the only text in uppercase. So it is very clear that if there is a text with an uppercase, that means a section change. I know this can be also, this is also uppercase. We will tackle this later. Okay, for the time being, if there is a text with uppercase, that means there's a section change. So in order to number any BOQ, you have to find such a unique property. So if you want to change your number when there's a section change, you have to find a unique property in this section name, or when there is a change in section. In this situation, in this scenario, the property I can find is the case. Case means this is in uppercase. So in order to perform that, I need a formula which is sensitive to the case. Okay, I will give you a real quick example. Okay, let's type apple, and I have two functions called find and search. What are those functions? They can find some text within another text. How to find? Let's say equal search. Find text. What is the text I'm finding? I want to find simple P. I'm entering the P within inverted comma. Comma within text, within this text. The result of this formula is 2. That is, the second character is P. If I use the find function, if I enter simple P within within inverted commas, and within what text? This one. The result is 2. But what if I change this simple P to capital P? It is still give me the result. The search function is still give me. But what if I change the letter P in the find function to the capital P? It does not find anything. That means search function is not case sensitive, but find function is case sensitive. Okay. So if the find function cannot find something from text, they result a error. So in order to get rid of that, I can use isNumber function. isNumber function. isNumber function check whether this text or the thing inside this isNumber function is a number or not. Let's see. It generates false value. Why? Within the isNumber function, there is no any number. That is why it generates false. If I remove the isNumber function, you can clearly see there is no any number. It is just an error with some text. Because of that, it does not generate true value. But if I use the isNumber for this number, this formula, so within the isNumber, it has this formula. It generates true value. Why? Because inside the isNumber, that means this formula generates a number. You can see that it's a number. So using the isNumber function, you can convert those things into true or false value. Okay. So in this case, it is very clear that we can go for the find function if there is a case sensitive something. So I'm going to find this. I'm going to find this. Okay. What I'm going to find is I'm going to find uppercase of this cell, uppercase of this text. What is the uppercase of this text? This one. How to change something into uppercase? We have upper formula. Here I have used upper. What I'm going to change is H6. Okay, this formula generates the upper text of H7 cell. Then that is the thing I am going to search. Within which text? This text. Now, what is the meaning of this formula? I am going to find the uppercase text of this cell. Okay, uppercase text of this cell within this text. Okay, if they can find it, they will generate a number. If I further drag this down, you can clearly see for this cell, they will generate an error. Why? They cannot find the uppercase of this text. Okay, uppercase of this text within this text, because at present, now in this cell, we don't have any uppercase text. Okay, they don't have any uppercase text. Because of that, our formula cannot find uppercase of this text within this text. Okay, because already it is not in uppercase. Okay, now you can clearly see when there is an uppercase text, I can have a number. When there is a text which is not in uppercase, I'm getting an error value. To get rid of this error value, okay, I'm going to use is number function, because when there is an error, it generate false value, but if there is a number, it generate true value, like this. Okay, if I further drag this down, you can see when there is an blank cell, my formula also generate the value true. But here I just want true value in front of section's name only. That is how I'm going to distinguish between section name and other things. So I just want true value only in front of section name. But here in front of blank cells, I'm getting true value. I don't want this. So in order to do that, okay, I'm checking another condition. What is the condition? I'm checking whether this cell contains something or not. Okay, so if I'm using two condition, that means more than one condition, I have to use the formula and or formula, and formula or formula. Okay, this formula or this formula. Okay, but here I'm using AND formula. Why? I will explain it later. So I'm using AND function. Within AND function, this is the first logical test. Okay, the previous one. Second one, what is the second logic? I'm checking whether this cell equal to a blank. Sorry, not equal to a blank. So how to type not equal? Less than and greater than together. Not equal to blank. How to type blank? Two double quotation marks. Okay. So this is my first condition. Okay, and this is my second condition. This means H6 cell does not equal to blank. Does not equal to blank means it has something. If this cell satisfy these two conditions, that means this cell should have something, and also this cell should have a text with uppercase. Those are the two conditions I have typed. So if this cell satisfy both the condition, it will generate true. That is why I used AND function, because I just want the true value if these both conditions are true. Okay, let's see now. If I further drag this down a little bit, okay, if I further drag this down a little bit down, I can see all the other rows getting false value except for my section name. If I further drag this down, you can see all the cells except for my section name getting false value. But there is a small mistake here. What is that? In front of this cell, I'm getting a true value. So I just want false value in front of this cell. How to do that? For that, I want to check here. Before that, I will show you at the end of every section I am getting this message. It is not the message, it's the summary page text, not summary page. At the end of the page, end of the section, the text will be this: total for this section carried to collection. Okay, total for masonry work carried to collection. In every text, I'm having common words. What are the common words we are having? Total, for, carried, to, collections. Those are the common words we are having. So I can choose any common word and check whether this common word is inside this text. If not, I want the value true. That's very easy. So I'm going to expand this formula a little bit. Before I'm expanding it, I will enter that condition into another cell and show you. Equal search. What I'm searching is the word total within this text. Okay, if the word total is there, I'm getting a number. As the word total is not present in this cell, I'm getting an error message. To get rid of this one, I'm using is number function. Okay, is number function. If I further drag this down, you can clearly see if the word total is there, I'm getting the value true. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste this formula. Okay, copy paste this formula, and I will insert this formula as the third condition of our AND formula. This is the formula, and I just want this formula to equal false. Why? If this equal false, that means the word total is not there. If I change the false to true, that means the word total is there. Okay, because of that, I will say this formula should equal to false. Okay, so now we have three conditions to satisfy. First one, this cell should be in uppercase. So this is this one. Okay, this is the first logic test. It should be satisfied. The second one, this formula, this cell should contain something, should not be blank. This is the second logic test. The third logic test, this cell should not contain the word the word total. Okay, this cell should not contain the word total. So it will check by this formula, this condition. All these conditions are satisfied, I am getting the value true. Okay, so now we have the formula to check whether this is an section name or not. Okay, so we can drag this formula all the way down here up to this point. Okay, so now we know if there is a section change, we have true value. So depending on that one, I want to get a number which change there is a section change. For that, I'm using the if function. I type if this cell equal to true, okay, I just want to increase the previous cell value by 1. Otherwise, that means if this cell equal to false, I just want the previous cell value. Okay, I'm unable to select the previous cell. Because of that, I will select this cell and come down. Okay, Why I'm doing that? Let's see. As this cell contains the word true, I'm increasing the previous cell value by 1. Previous cell value does not contain anything. That means Excel consider it as 0 and it add 1 and become 1. When I further drag this down, you can clearly see this contains false. That means I just want the previous cell value. This is false. That means I'm getting the previous cell value. Okay, likewise, I'm getting this one until this cell. This is false. Because of that, I'm getting previous cell value. But here, I have true value here. Because of that, I'm increasing my previous cell number by 1. That means 1 by 1 is 2. So double click this icon here. All the formulas will be dragged down. You can clearly see when there is a section change, our number will be increased by 1. That means for the section 3, I'm getting 3. That is why I developed this one. A means 1, B means 2, C means 3. When there is the number, when there is number 3, I can get C. When there's number 4, I can get letter D, sorry, with the use of Vlookup function. How to use that? Equal Vlookup. What is the lookup value? What number I'm looking? This is the number I'm looking. Comma. What is the table array? It is in the sheet 3. This is the table array. This is the table array. But I'm going to drag this formula down. Because of that, this range can be dragged down. To log this range, I want to log the row numbers of this array. Okay, now what is the column index? I just want the letters. So in this selected area means our selected range. This is the first column, this is the second column. So I just want the letters. It is in the second column. Because of that, I am putting 2. Don't misunderstand, I am putting 2 because of this in the B column. B column is second column. No, it is considered, it is the second column of the selected area. Okay, I selected from this, I selected, okay, sorry. I selected like this. Okay, in this selected area, this is the first column, this is the second column. Let's suppose our table was there. Okay, so in this selected table, this is the first column, this is the second column. I still have to put this numbers 2 for my Vlookup function. Although it is in the fourth column in Excel sheet, although it is in fourth column, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, it is in the second column of my selected area. Okay, it will be given according to the selected area. Okay, so this is my Vlookup function. I have put 2, but I haven't put the last argument, comma. What is the last argument? True or false? False means the exact match. True means the approximate match. Exact match is when there is an exact things to match. I have to use exact match. In this case, I have exact thing. For the number 1, I have exact letter A. For the number 2, I have exact letter B. So I have exact match. So I choose this one. Then hit OK. So when there's the number 1, I'm getting A. Double click this one. You can see when there is a section change, my letter will be changed. Okay, that is how we created the letter. Now we have very small two things to do. That means we can develop the note number, then the item number. How to develop the note number? So first I'm checking the unit column. In the unit column, the word note should be there. That's how I'm recognized a note. At the beginning I told you, to perform those things we have to find unique properties. So in that case, in the unit column I have the word note, that is an unique property for the notes. Okay, but the thing is this, under section A our numbers will be A, number 1, number 2, number 3, but after a change of section our numbers should be begin with 1 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And after another section change, here another section change, my number should be begin with 1 again. So in order to do that, in order to perform that, I have to recognize when there is a section change. It can be now easily understand, easily realized by this formula. When there's section change, I'm getting the true value. So I'm using this one. So I'm typing if this cell equal to value true, I just want to start my note number from the beginning. From the beginning, that means from the 0. Okay, comma. Then again, I want to check whether this cell contains the word note. For that, I'm using another if function. If this cell contains equal the word note, I'm using the word note within inverted commas, because the word note is something I'm manually entering. Because of that, I have to use those things within inverted commas, within double quotation marks. Okay, so if J6 equal to note, what I want to do is comma, and you can see value if true. Value if true means if our condition is true. That means if this cell contains the word notes, I just want to increase the previous cell value by 1. Otherwise, I just need the previous cell value. Why? I will explain it. Okay. If you drag this down, Excel will look for this value. It is false. That means I'm not putting the 0. Then they will check whether this cell contains the note, the word note. No, it does not contain the word note. Because of that, they will put the previous cell value. Then again, this does not contain the value true. Because of that, it does not put the 0 value here. And they will look for the unit column and the word note is there. Because of that, they will increase the previous cell value by 1. Likewise, if you further drag this down, you can clearly see your notes are being automatically numbered correctly. Let's see after a section change. Here there's a section change here. That means true value is there. If there is true value, they will return the 0 value. That is why I'm getting 0 value. Because of that, my note value, notes under a new section will be numbered from the start. That means 1, 2, 3, likewise. After next section, after the next section, our notes will be numbered from the beginning. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay, our notes are now okay. Now we can go for the items. For the items, same thing applies. That means under section A, our numbers, item numbers should be A.1, A.2 like that. But under section B, it should be numbered from the beginning again. That means 1 again, B.2 again. Under section C, number 1 is there now. Okay, so same thing applies here. For that, we can use the previous thing. That means if this cell contains the value true, okay, I just want 0. If this is not a 0, then I have to look 2 things. What are the 2 things? First thing, this unit cell should contain something, and that something should not be the word not. Need to get that one. This cell should contain something, but that something should not be equal to the not. There are 2 conditions. So I'm going to use if function to detect that, but I have to use 2 functions. Because of that, I'm using AND function within the if function as our logical test. What is the first condition? This cell should have something. That means unequal to blank. Second one, this cell not equal to word not. So those are the 2 conditions. If those 2 conditions are satisfied, I just want to increase the previous cell value by 1. Otherwise, I want the previous cell value. That's very easy. And put closing brackets until you get the black ones. Double click it. Check whether your item numbers are okay. Here A.1, 1 is the result, and for the A.2, 2 is the result, A.3, 3 is the result. It's okay now. For the section B, for the B.1, 1 is the result, B.2, 2 is the result. It's okay. Now the final thing, we can get rid of this manually entered numbers. Okay, then we can use the final formula. That means if there is a section change, I want this number. Okay, if there is a note, I want this column number. If there is an item name, what I want to do is I want a number like this. That means I have to use this letter, then a dot, and then this column number, last column number. Okay, so we have to use another function for this one. If this cell contains the word true, that means if there is a section change, I just want this letter. If not, I'm using another function. If this cell contains the word not, I want this column number, but I'm unable to select this cell. Because of that, I select here and come down. Okay, and I'm using another if function. In this if function, I'm checking whether this cell equal to blank. If there is a blank, I do not want anything. I want a blank. I'm using a blank. Otherwise means all those entered conditions are wrong. That means if there is not an section change, if there is not a blank, and if there the word not is not there, all the conditions are false. That means an item. So if they're an item, what I want to do is I want to use this letter and combine. How to combine? With 10% mark, combine a dot. A dot should be within double quotation mark, and for the dot I'm combining this column number, but I'm unable to select that one. Because of that, I will select here and come down. Okay, then I will close the brackets. How many times? Until you get black ones. Okay, now double click it. You can clearly see all the sections, all the notes, all the items are numbered automatically, and they are very accurate. See, after this section, I'm getting the word letter B, and 1, 2, B.1, B.2, B.3, likewise. The note number is continuing because in the same section, we are in the same section. 5, 6, 7, 8, B.6, sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10, like this. And when the section change, it begin from the one, C.1, C.2, likewise. You can see all the things are being automatically numbered. The interesting thing is when you want to delete some item or insert some item. Let's see, if you want to delete this one, delete this item, delete. You just want to do is select the previous formulas and double click it. Okay, you can clearly see your numbers are automatically adjusted. Okay, when you are deleting this item should be 1.4, this should be 1.5, 1.6. If you're manually entering those numbers, you have to change all the numbers. But let's see. See, this become 4, this became 5, this became 6. Okay, so same thing applies when you insert something. You can insert note, you can insert items, you can insert sections too, but your smart number system will detect all those things and will be automatically adjusted. Okay, then you can hide this tab. You can hide this tab, and if you want to insert the numbering system for the other tabs, you don't want to type those functions anymore. Okay, you have to do is, let's see whether in which column your number column is there in F column. So insert the columns until if you get the F column for your under your sorry, you get until you get the number column under F column. Okay, select this one. I'm inserting here. Okay, now you have to do is, please copy the formula, first formula, and place in front of the section name. Then you have to do is drag the formula down until you hit the bottom. Okay, now you can hide these columns. See, all the items, all the section names, the item numbers with the section name letter are being numbered automatically. Notes, see, notes are also numbered. L, K, J, G. Okay, so if you detect this type of thing here, electrical installation, general, so this should be under electrical section. but we have changed our section's name from G to H. You have to do is what? Just convert this into lowercase. How to quickly do this? We have a formula called lower. Select this text, get the general, then copy, and you can right click and give a value paste. Here it's our problem is now fixed. You can simply make the first one general. Okay, if you can have few things like that, but you can tackle those things very quickly. See, all the things are automatically numbered correctly. For the next step, insert the columns, go to the first one, copy the formula, then go to the cell and paste, drag it down, and you can hide the text, hide the columns, you can clearly get your numbers. Okay, so that is how you can automatically number a full detail BOQ, a complex BOQ. So this is the way you can number a detailed BOQ. There can be several ways. So this is the way I came up. So what do you think? Comment, and you can like this video and you can share with your friends. Okay, and subscribe this channel and you will get amazing video day by day. Okay, thank you. I'm Yasid Sandruan.